What's up guys, Hoarder here. If you didn't see last week's video, we started metal detecting this gorgeous 1750s colonial American house and found some absolutely incredible things all around the yard. Like this late 1700s number 6 size crotal bell with the pedal design still on there. Doug's 1870s US Marine 2-piece button, that thing was beautiful. Even Rich's first ever sterling silver thimble with a solid gold band going around the bottom. And we also found some amazing old coins just scattered almost everywhere. Like this 100-year-old silver mercury dime, an old 1799 slick drape bust large cent, a much better shape 1840s braided hair large cent, and then of course the incredible 1786 New Jersey state copper that had beautiful detail on both sides of the coin. Well, this week we keep right on going and find even more incredible things. All of us score more big coppers. Some crazy cool relics were found, and one guy finds a bucket list coin that he's never seen before in his life. What an incredible day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, part 2 of the gorgeous 1750s house, and I will see you at the end. Later. All right, Rich, I have been having the most successful day, and I'm digging a lot of stuff, just all memorial and wheat pennies. I'm walking around, I get this signal here, Rich, which was pretty high, 46, 47, 48, and it was like an inch or two deep. So I didn't even say anything to Lynn. I just started digging it, assuming I would pull out, who knows, a nut or, you know, something.
Yeah.
And look at this, Rich. I didn't really look at it yet. Under this rock, I saw this. Oh. And I knew it was a copper. Now I already touched it actually, because
it seems thin to me, is it?
But look,
wow,
yeah.
It's clipped. Now it might even be a button, but I think it's a copper. I haven't brushed it or anything yet. But I don't find a lot of clipped copper. No, I see detail on
is
it.
that
really
Britannia?
green.
Oh, no, I think that's a bust side.
Really?
I think I see a bust. Yeah, look, I see a shoulder and a head.
Oh.
Can you see it?
Not from this angle.
All right, from my angle, I can.
You got to brush it down.
All right. I'm the only one in the whole world, Rich, that says brush it down. Like, I don't know where that comes from. Like, is that like break it down?
Brush it up?
Or just brush it? Like, why do I put the down in?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna brush it down and see what I got. I saw a bust. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a King George and clipped, which I don't know if I have one of those. All right, there's my clipped copper, and this one is tough, but this is the back, and I can see Britannia. I can see her holding the scepter. I can see the shield resting against her throne at like 5 o'clock. I think I can even see some numbers of the date, which would be at the bottom. Can you see that?
I thought I did too.
When I flip it over, what's weird was when it was dirty, I thought I saw a bust. And now that it's kind of clean, I don't even see anything.
I don't see anything.
So the good side at the beginning turned out to now be the bad side and vice versa. And I just can't see anything to tell. It's going to be a KG 1, 2, or 3, I think.
Yeah.
By the way that Britannia is holding the scepter up there. But I can't see anything on the front to figure out which of those Ks it is. So it's either K1, K2, or K3.
That narrows it down.
But I'm going to go show the homeowner Dottie, who is a super cool lady, and she's really interested in the old coins. So maybe she'll be impressed with that. Who knows? But I'm impressed with it.
Yep, absolutely.
So nice find there for me.
Congratulations.
Well, super cool. I don't know exactly which king it is, but I think I found a clipped copper coin in years. We get more of the silver ones, but the copper ones, I think it's been about 3 or 4 years for me. So pretty cool. As I was cleaning it, Rich just called and said he's got something, and Doug called from across the field. So let me go walk around and see what they got. It should be, hopefully, turn out to be a better day. All right, Dougie just pulled this out. And it was clearly a badge. I thought it was going to be like a Dick Tracy type badge because it's thin and you could tell it was a kid's. But when I saw it, I gave it a little rub. I saw the word scoop and I immediately recognized it because we found this exact same badge at the Thousand Holes field, Doug.
Exactly. It says official reporter, Scoop Ward, news of youth, Ward's soft bun bread.
And Doug's high school nickname was Soft Buns, yeah.
Yes, I do.
It's the man of 1,000 nicknames. Well, that's a great find, Doug. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I was coming over to show Steve the clipped planchette coin as you found this.
Okay.
So we're gonna line them all up and try to surprise his mom with some pretty amazing things at the end of the day if we can keep this up.
Absolutely.
Nice find, brother.
Some cool finds.
All right, let's go see Rich's find here. Everyone had something at the same time. I still have my clipped copper in the hole, and Rich has, oh, Rich, I think it's gonna be old.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I think it's going to be old.
It looks different.
I think it might be a seeded or a barber.
I hope it's a seeded. I don't have a seeded.
My copper was only about 3 inches, and yours is about maybe 4 inches. If it's old, this could really be, maybe this is the hot spot we've been looking for all day.
Small.
Oh, come on, be something old. It's a seeded. Yes. Your first one ever. Let me see.
My first seeded.
Oh, it's from my angle, it's hard to see. But, wow, there's a lot of detail. I can't even see the date. Can you see the date, Lynn?
No, not from where I am here. Let's see here.
I'm sure we can do it. We're going to clean it up and see these guys. I don't want to rub it. It's his very first one. It's the oldest silver coin of the day.
I have
And, oh, man, this could be something good.
Pretty good detail.
There's some rare dates in this series, too. So let's clean it up, and we're going to spray it down carefully. And we'll come back with a close-up and see what his very, man, you are knocking first off the list today. Awesome job, brother.
Thank you.
All right, there's Rich's seeded dime. Not only seeded dime, but your first
Very
ever
first.
seeded anything, right?
Yeah, anything.
Now, the date is very difficult to see, but we think it's 1875, Rich?
Yes.
1875, and check this out. Rich says to me, Jay, it's got 2 mint marks on it. I'm like, well, that can't have 2 mint marks. It's impossible. But it has 1 Carson City mint. Now, these CC Carson City mints are some of the rarest silver coins there are. Carson City was in Nevada, and we were pulling so much silver, the mint opened up another location, which lasted like, I don't know, 20, 25 years or so. And not many of them made it way out to the East Coast where we are. So they're super rare. Now, this one, the 1875, had like 4 or 5 million made when we looked it up. But the 1873 was like 19,000. I mean, that's
Crazy.
it's like a $3,000 coin compared
Once
to this
I get
like
home,
$40
I will
coin.
make sure it's a 5 and not a 3.
Well, you got
Pretty
an
sure.
incredible one, and I couldn't be happier for you. You've been knocking out bucket listers. You got the Walker 2 weeks ago, the Jersey Copper, your first silver, and maybe gold thimble. And now you got this seeded dime.
Wow.
That's just nuts, man. Congratulations.
I never even thought of a gold thimble being a possibility.
I didn't even know they existed. So you're getting some crazy stuff. Well done. Rich was digging a hole. Turned out to be nothing, Rich.
This was.
But we looked over and there was like 2 mating daddy longleg. Well, one would have to be a mama longlegger if they're mating, wouldn't it?
Mating or
yeah.
fighting or maybe
Daddy,
both.
mommy, long legs.
Yeah, like that one is really, oh, look, the other over there. They're really going at it. I think they're mating, but I can't tell if that's like foreplay.
Can't even tell that it's 2. That all looks like 1.
Did you know, Jason, a lot of people think that they're very venomous. They just can't bite us. But they have no venom at all.
I didn't think they had
They can
any.
bite.
Yeah, most of them lose at least 3 legs in their lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably pulled 3 off just today. All right, Lynn, I just got another one. This was weird because it was a little low, like a 43, 44, but it was deep. And I said, oh man, should I live dig this? But I didn't. And then of course, Doug, I flip it over and it's a big copper coin.
Awesome.
See, there it is, 43, which is kind of low. 43 is more like, you know, small penny, but that's no small penny, Doug.
Wow.
43,
That's
solid.
big.
Oh, I see detail already.
Yeah, I see the
Oh, look at that big face. Ooh, what could that be, Doug?
Happy the Clown.
No, that looks, now it's really dirty right now, but that face looks big. Like, could this be something unique? Oh, man. Let me brush this carefully, Doug, because I'm just,
Brush it down.
Elephant Man.
I don't know. I see a big head in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's hope it's something unique, or if not, let's hope it at least just has good detail. All right, I just cleaned up my coin, and Doug's actually digging a signal right over there. Maybe he'll get just as lucky. but I was able to get an ID off of mine, and it looks like it is a King George III British halfpenny. You can see he's facing to the right side of the coin. I can see his hair, and I can see a little bit of his face profile. I can't make out any of the writing going around the outside of the perimeter, but I did only give it a very light toothbrushing. I'll have to clean it up a little better later on. The back, you can see again the top of Britannia. I can see some of the trident. I can see her one hand out, stretched out to the left side of the coin. The date would be at the bottom, and I can't make it out. I don't know the exact range on these offhand, but they're probably like 1770s, 1780s, somewhere in that range. So, man, what a fantastic one. Look at that sucker. That's beautiful. Man, the day's starting to really turn around. It was a slow start. We weren't getting much the first couple hours, but now that we're hunkering down, going slow, listening for the deep stuff, the day is really picking up. Super cool. Well, wouldn't you know it, Rich Van Winkle again. The guy, Rich, you're becoming like detector icon status with the things. Yeah, you just find so much stuff all the time.
I don't know what I don't think I do anything differently than anybody else.
Oh, look at that, it's standing on its side. Is that how you saw it?
I kind of like went
Oh, you did that, okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind then.
You can
Doesn't
see
count.
the impression though.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be a...
Well, that looks in good shape.
I agree.
That looks like another jersey.
No, I think it's going to be a...
It's 1 cent.
Okay.
1 cent. Okay.
Well, at least it's American, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this side is
I think it's
toasty.
a matron.
No, it's a classic head.
It is?
Yep, I can see it. It's a classic head. I can see the headband. I can see the ear in the center of the coin. I can see the neckline.
Cool.
And the classic head's got curly hair.
Right.
It looks really good in my viewfinder, even better than when I look at it in person.
Wow.
Let's clean it up. That's fantastic. Another one for the books. Well, here's Rich's newest copper, and this one is indeed a classic head half cent. I can see the curliness of her hair. It is pretty worn, but there's enough on there to see it. These were made from 1808 to 1814, and fun fact, 1815, the only year the U.S. never made a 1 cent coin. And then 1816 started the matron. So pretty cool. You can look it up yourself. The back of this thing is a little bit worn, but I can see the wreath. I can see the faint 1 cent in the middle. Can't see a ton of detail. I do think the front was a little bit better, but the glossy sheen is definitely gone. So awesome. I don't know how many coppers this is for Rich today. Maybe 3, 4? I don't even know.
4, I think.
So he's having a heck of a day. Doug now joined us over in the front yard, so I think Doug's going to wind up getting a copper. So let's see if we can finish strong.
As long as I go ahead of him.
Yeah, take one. Just trip him. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Trip him. Well, Richie Rich just pulled out this nice, big, giant piece of crotal bell. And if you remember, Lynn, the one Doug found earlier today, now Doug's was more impressive because it was complete.
Right.
But it looked totally different. Like you see how Rich is kind of like, it's not all corroded.
Yeah, you know it's tomback.
Yeah, so Doug's, I don't know what material his was, but you know, at the end of the day, Doug's was complete and will ring again. But I think Rich, at least we know the material.
That'll never ring again.
No,
Well, it
it's
might if you
waiting
bang it
there
up against the
forever.
bell. Hey, nice find, man.
Thanks.
At least now I know you've already gotten your complete ones out of the way, so
Yeah.
it's not as bad as when you're still looking for that first one.
Right.
I'd like to find a real little one.
All right, we're breaking away for a little bit because we just found out about an upcoming metal detecting event that we're all going to go to, and it's next weekend. And the date of that is, what is it, Charlie?
November 4th, Saturday, and November 5th, Sunday.
This event is called Come Out Swingin', which we've all gone to before in the past. The event is held almost in Charlie's backyard. It's in his town, Boyertown, Pennsylvania. And it's also a charity event where the money goes to the Boyertown Historical Society.
That's correct.
It's an all-natural event in the areas that we hunt every single week, so you have an idea of what potentially you can find. And Charlie actually helped get them the spot. If you want to give them a little background on this place you got.
The farm itself is a 1700 farm. The house is still there. Quite a bit of ground. It should be great for detecting. at the far end of the property is another 1700 property.
Oh
So it's
my
a very
goodness.
historical area, never been detected.
And we've hunted personally in farms all in the surrounding area,
yes,
including
we
your
have.
own property.
Yes, which
And
is
there's
next
colonial stuff, or at least a chance, everywhere. So you guys really might have a shot to not only dig with all of us, and Rich, I think, will be there, but you might, hey, you could leave with a GW button or a 1700 silver dime or
Within
something.
a mile, one was found.
Come out swinging. It's going to be a good time. And like I said, you can hang out with the whole gang. Check the description down below, and man, it's going to be a fun time.
Thank you.
It's actually up as high as 53.
It sounds juicy, Doug.
Yep.
We
And
got a
it's
good
about
one here.
5 inches down.
Right there. Yep, it's got good depth. It's small and tight.
Right there.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna have Dougie dig this one so I can hold the camera.
Yeah.
And whatever he gets, I'm giving it to you, Doug. I'm giving it to you. Here we go.
You know, that's so nice of you.
Hey.
Considering you give me 31s all the time.
I want you to get that flying eagle, that's why. All right, but this one, Doug, I'm bequeathing this copper to
I
you.
think it's going to be silver.
Well, you say that for every single target. I'm gonna say it's a
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a copper, but whatever it is, I'm giving it to you.
This one, Rich.
Unless it's a chain scent, Lynn, then I'm gonna tackle him and I'm gonna run.
This one.
Let me see where it's at, Doug. Hold on, so you don't hit it.
Oh, I see it. It's right there.
Is it a copper?
It's on its side.
Yeah.
I predicted it from the beginning.
Yep.
See it?
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh baby,
It's a beef mark.
there it is. It's thick, Doug. It's
Yep.
gonna be right now a braided or a Liberty cap.
Nice.
It's dark, Rich.
It's gonna have good detail, I think.
Oh yeah, with this thick, it's got to. Rich, you have your flashlight? Oh, I see it. I see it. It's a braided hair.
Braided hair.
Yep.
I'm going to
I
give it.
think I'm gonna clean it up. We're gonna get a
Awesome.
year off it, and we will give it to him. Way to go! All right, there is our group effort braided hair large scent. Sometimes teamwork makes the dream work, Lynn. I can't see a date on it, which stinks. I wanted to give some of these old coins to the homeowner, as Doug does too, and we will. It's just like to give them some with a date so they can really see
Really
it.
appreciate it.
This is actually, I think, a matron head, which would be even older.
So that's no line.
Matron has the line.
Matron has the line,
matron
yeah.
has
So
the
this is the
line.
matron, the older. Well, no date, but another 200-year-old coin. We're really knocking out some good ones, Dougie.
Yeah.
You can give her that one. I got a couple to
Sweet.
give her already.
All right.
We'll make her day. Nice job, Dougie.
Yeah, man.
I dug something here, really small, but I wanted to get Jason's reaction. So I'm gonna have him pull it out of the ground.
Okay.
I don't know
It's underneath that clump that's flipped back in.
This right here?
Yep.
All right, let me see. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what we've actually found them before. It's an old like Keystone like insurance thing for your
Yep,
car.
It's Keystone.
Usually they're enameled too. Yeah, that's super cool, Rich. We haven't found one in a while, but these were very prevalent.
Just
I think it was like you would put like a police benevolent sticker on your car today, like you were a member of there. It looks like this was some sort of a mounting piece.
Oh, yeah.
There's a thread on there, so I guess maybe you'd wherever you put it.
Right.
I don't know. That's cool though.
Neat though.
Yeah, absolutely. And that must have been, geez, look at the size of that.
56, rang
Oh
up
my
a
goodness, it probably blew
56.
his ear bowl right off his
Yeah.
face.
Whatever that is.
That's big. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, in the back of this house here, I was going along, didn't find a whole lot. He did say they brought fill dirt into some of these sections, so I was starting to go back to the front. I had a 43-44 signal, thinking it was going to be a penny, and I get this, Doug.
Oh.
It's a
my
giant
goodness.
dandy button. Now, Doug, these giant dandy buttons, you know what I found earlier this year, right? Do I have to remind
Don't
you?
deserve to find another one.
Now, I'm going to have to brush it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a dandy button.
You see a shank?
I don't
Greenish. It's
see
green.
one. Oh, I see where there was a shank.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other side is, I gotta brush it. Oh my goodness, every dandy button now, brush
is
it
a
real
GW.
soft. Well, it's potential, because once you find one, now you realize they are out there. I see
they're
some.
dots.
You got-
oh,
you
yeah,
got
yeah, I
dots?
see it.
Dots.
I thought I see a raised part
a
in the
little
middle.
line going around. I think that's a dent from the shank when it
okay.
was on there.
All right, we're gonna brush it and
That's
come
nice.
back and see exactly what I got. But I was just telling the homeowner here, I gave her all the coins I found today, and I said I just want to find a button.
Yes.
And then look at this, I get the mama of all buttons, a big dandy.
Third button.
Let me clean it up, and Lynn, I'm going to show you where the GW is because I don't see it quite yet.
Yeah, I want to see it.
All right, yeah, I'll show it
Because
to
I'm
you.
having trouble seeing it.
All right, there's my dandy button, and I got to kind of orient it into the light so you can see different things on it. You can see the circles going around the whole thing, and those triangles. It's like a big star or sunburst or something. Then there's also 2 little rows of dots. Let me see if I can angle it. Right about there, you can see them at like 7 o'clock. They do go all the way around. Right there, you can see them too, up the top now. And there's an image in the middle at 12 o'clock under that top dot of something. It's not a George Washington button, I don't think, but it is a fancy designed dandy button, which is still really
The
fascinating.
whole
really-
point of the dandy
Yeah.
was to have the
Beautiful. The back, you can see where the shank was. It snapped off, but the front, Doug, all sorts of stuff on there. I'm really happy with
fancy-
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That might be my favorite find of the day, and I found, 3 or 4
That's
copper coins, and
Yeah.
I love the old dandy.
You
So
wanted a button.
I
you got
wasn't
it.
lying. It's going right in the satchel, Doug. Love it.
That is great.
Well, once again, Rich said he had something good. We don't know what it is yet. We like to figure it out at the same time. The
Ooh.
viewer. Oh,
Ooh,
I see. Is it a quarter or is it a ring?
I
size.
think it's a quarter.
All right. There's a big glob of dirt. Let's see. Did you see which design it is yet?
No, I feel like it's a Washington, but I didn't investigate.
I had a wheat penny not far from here. If you pull like an old barber in the same area, that would be really a bummer. At
Or
least
seated.
I could live with a Washington. You know
Or
what I mean?
flowing hair. It's in decent shape.
Yeah, it's a Washington.
Rest easy.
Let's see the year.
1950.
Oh, that's a good one, Rich. You know why 1950 is significant?
Doug's birthday.
That's
year.
right. That's Doug's birthday year.
That's right.
And it's a D. For
Oh,
Doug.
for Doug. Look at that.
All right, I'll take it.
That is a real. That's a nice one. That must have been a nice screamer too.
No, it was kind of scratchy, and then it disappeared on me
Really?
when I popped the plug.
Well, I would have thought
Yeah.
this would have been blowing your ears out.
Nice job there.
Well done, Rich. Congratulations. Doug's walking away in disgust that he didn't find it. Whew.
What do you got there?
I got something pretty cool. I mean, relatively speaking. This was in the high 30s, low 40s. And I think it's a Tootsie toy, but I don't know if I've ever dug a Tootsie toy Jeep before.
Looks like a Tootsie from here.
I think it is. It's got an open bottom, and I saw on the open bottom it says toy somewhere, and usually the Tootsie toys will say Tootsie toy.
That's what it says.
And there's no color to it, Lynn?
Not really. It's more dirt colored right now.
If I hold it up like this, watch it. If I lock on it, Lynn, this is a nice camera trick. Ready?
Okay.
Now, if I hold it up here, it looks like Doug is riding in it. Hold on. Ready?
Wait a minute. I have to
Hold
see
on.
this.
Yeah. So there you go, Lynn.
Why?
It's a Tootsie toy that just keeps
It's a
on
giant
giving.
Tootsie toy. It's big enough.
All right, Lynn. Doug just found something interesting. We're going to play a little guess what the heck I am game. Now, it's not like they knew. They had to Google it and look it up. But you and I don't know the results of their Googling yet.
No.
So
I only
here's
have
what I
one
got.
thing that comes to mind, but
It
it's,
says Cerro Bend on it. It's very thick. It must be solid lead. Lynn, feel it. It feels like it's got to weigh like 3 pounds.
yeah.
It's super duper heavy.
It
now,
is an ingot.
what?
This makes
An
more sense.
ingot.
We didn't even guess yet.
I don't.
Why are you such a
Well, I
game
mean, you
ruiner?
can look at it and see that it's an ingot, but
All right,
What
let's
is
see.
it?
Now, we're going to guess what it is. Cerro Bend, solid lead. Now, Doug gave us a clue that it's an ingot. So now I'm going to guess they probably bought this to have extra lead on hand to melt down as needed.
It's not like something stupid like a paperweight.
Yeah, like I don't know if this itself is anything, but because Doug ruined the game and said ingot, I'm gonna say you.
So
Look at it. It's
not.
It's molded.
Yeah, but it could have been.
into
I
a
thought this may have been
form.
something.
It's a-
But now, if with that clue you gave, I'm gonna guess
hexagon.
you bought this, and the intention was you would store them and melt it down and use the lead when needed for little house projects.
All right, give them the lowdown, Rich.
Some of the applications it can be used for are a low melting point solder, low temperature casting metal, metal inlays in wood, adding weight to model railroad.
So it's like what I
locomotives.
said. It's just lead in this shape, and you
Well-
melt it down as you need lead for anything.
It's
like-
not 100% lead.
Oh,
It's actually 26.7% lead.
that's
Can
all.
you guess? It's a weird alloy. What 50% of that is made of?
Kryptonite.
aluminum.
That's right. That's why I lost my power.
It starts with a B.
Beryllium.
No.
Benzo peroxide.
Think the next.
Bor-
Think the next.
Borax.
line. No.
Bismuth.
Oh,
Oh, that was
bismuth.
right on the tip of my
50%.
tongue.
Oh, the pink bismuth stuff. Wow, that's weird. Well, that's an interesting find, Doug.
Yeah.
And if there's one, there's
Yeah.
probably more if they used it for those
I will
little.
be satisfied with carrying.
Yeah, I
this
don't know if
out
you want
of
to get it. It's
And
got to
that's a
be.
No
paperweight.
more.
It's like a bowling ball.
It is.
Well, good job, Dougie. Nice
Oh,
find
yeah, yeah.
on the lead
I'm killing it.
bismuth ingot.
Isn't bismuth in North Dakota?
I don't know, Doug. Just do me a favor, mind your own bismuth.
Bismarck, but anyway.
This could go on for quite a while.
Oh, the sun's going down. We're getting ready to leave. Rich was digging his last hole. It turned out to just be a square nail. Up, your pinpointer, Rich, is not. Oh, luckily it's on the lanyard. The new
got it.
Vets Dig Beeps lanyard. Thank you. Using them all
Left it on
day.
the ground.
Yeah, they're really good. So shout out to him again. Link in the description if you need a lanyard to really lanyard anything to. It doesn't have to be a pinpointer, you know.
You just like saying lanyard.
I do. It rolls off the tongue. Super gracious homeowners. Love the old property. We are going to come back again in about a week and finish it off. And the one son, Lynn, that pulled up, he's got an old 70s house too. And he said we could do it. So
Can't wait.
networking, baby. Let's get out of here. Oh man, what a fabulous house this has been on 2 trips now. Day 1, we got Doug's crotal bell, Rich's sterling and gold thimble. That thing was awesome. Braided hair, large cent, probably like 1840s era. Of course, the New Jersey State copper, 1787, and even a rare variation at that. Well, this week on the return trip, it probably gets even better. Can I say that? Even better. We got some cool relics along the way, like some more crotal bell pieces, and of course my awesome dandy button with the hand-etched-in sunburst pattern on the front. But the real story has to be the coins. We just found so many amazing old coins. We found silver dimes and silver Washington quarters. My King George II halfpenny that was clipped, maybe to make change 300 years ago. Doug's matron head large cent going back to like the 1820s. I had the whole King George III halfpenny with the big head. I got to figure out the variation on that thing. Rich's classic head half cent. That thing goes back to like the 18 teens. And then, of course, the show-stopping 1875 Carson City Mint seeded dime. Not only Rich's first ever seeded anything, that coin is almost impossible to find way out here on the East Coast. And of course, if you guys want to get a machine and go find some awesome things in your area, the Christmas season is upon us. There are some amazing deals going on, including some that give you free pinpointers. So if you need help figuring out what you need, just shoot me an email, quarterhoarder@yahoo.com. Let me know where you live and what your budget is and what the terrain type is you plan on swinging over. I'll help you pick out the best machine for your budget so you can get out and find some of the incredible things like we do every single week. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's a hobby of champions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.